sure everyone in the motor racing community knows this by now, but when was it? On Tuesday, which was yesterday when I was recording this. Niki Lauda passed away at the age of 70. So yeah, Niki was on one of the greatest races F1's ever known. It was a big loss to the sport. So I'm going to attempt to race. Oh, I've been delivered into the barriers, but I'm going to attempt to tell his story while I race. So Niki was born in Austria in 1949, 70 years ago, and started racing from a young age, I believe, and eventually made it to F1. Just like, well, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about him, I don't think, if he hadn't made it to F1. But that's not where his story really began in 1975, where he won the World Championship. And I think that was a fairly clear margin as well, so he did quite a good job throughout that. And he was driving Ferrari, of course. And then, in 1976, the battle you see here right now, I just cleared myself from, that happened between Niki Lauda and another fairly famous racing driver from the era, James Hunt. So now, if that sounds like a movie that you've seen, yes it is. It's that was the basis of the movie Rush. So yeah, both of them were in evenly matched cars and were evenly skilled drivers. Meant it looks like it was going to be a tantalising contest. However, at the German Grand Prix, Niki Lauda got seriously injured in a accident. He hit the barriers. This was at the full Nürburgring, and his car caught fire. Initially expected not to survive, however, 4 weeks later he was back out racing. And also that accident at the Nürburgring made him a active campaigner for driver safety. So the very final race of that championship was in Japan. Yes, that's why I'm here. That was the first of 2 critical races in his career. Probably the 3 critical races in his career were at Japan. So 2 of them were at Japan, and then the third one was Germany 1976 when he had his accident. This one was Japan 1976, and Hunt and Lauda, they were quite closely matched. Lauda had an advantage in the championship, and but Hunt really only needed to score to beat him. That was horrible weather, just absolutely pouring down. And then Lauda conceded the championship to Hunt by pulling in on the third lap because he didn't think the conditions are safe. And that is a bit of a shock, because you wouldn't normally expect someone who's in contention for the World Championship to pull out of the race, but was forced to by a team. But Niki, it was just a question of safety. 1977 he goes revenge on Hunt, winning the championship. And then there was a bit of a hiatus in Lauda's name. He didn't get as well known with drivers such as Alan Jones winning the championship and Jody Scheckter, as well as the young star Gilles Villeneuve. And then Lauda returned to F1 racing. And in 1984, another titanic battle played out for the World Championship. This time it wasn't between Lauda and James Hunt. Hunt by this time was a TV broadcaster. So that shows you how long of a hiatus Lauda had before having a chance to win a World Championship. But the drivers he was racing were no less formidable. For example, on the grid was there was says the person who replaced John Watson. McLaren's youngster Alain Prost. And also a young driver in a Toleman by the name of Ayrton Senna. It was thought as being really quick, and indeed took his Toleman, I believe, to second place in that year's Monaco Grand Prix, despite it being a tank. But it was another close championship fight, much in the vein of 1976. This time Lauda was on the other edge. He was driving at McLaren with Alain Prost. So there was no Ferrari in this championship battle, though. I'm not even sure who Ferrari's drivers were that year. The other star driver at the time was Nelson Piquet as well, just as an add-on for anyone who was interested. But it was between him and his teammate Alain Prost. So now there wasn't really any other drivers who were a factor. Piquet wasn't in such a great car, so was John Watson, and then Ayrton Senna's Toleman was a tank, although he did serve nice to his talent by now immortal, so now famous Nürburgring for Mercedes 190s. But it came down to the final race in Japan again, and this time Lauda prevailed by the closest of a margin. Because Austria was rained out, half points were awarded. And it was about half point that so it was a half point that Lauda had got from that gave him the title. Now he remains active in F1 even after his retirement. Until his death he was a consultant for the Mercedes F1 team, and had a big impact on drivers such as Rosberg and Hamilton. He will be much missed. Anyway, that's about it for my tribute on Niki Lauda. Thank you very much for watching. This is Test Driver Forza signing out.